Hi everyone. Part of the reason that I started making these videos thanking healthcare workers is that COVID-19 could have killed my friend Travis Johnson. As Travis described it, the hardest thing by far is breathing. The smallest of movements, like rolling over in bed, caused my heart rate to spike, my breathing to become erratic, and I'd start coughing uncontrollably. It was like I'd been holding my breath underwater as long as I could, but when I'd come up for a breath, I'd only get half a breath and then have to go back underwater. Travis is a healthy guy in his 30s, and the coronavirus might have ended his life. So thank you to the hospitals and healthcare workers who are out on the front lines saving people's lives. The other reason that I started making these videos is that every aspect of Travis's treatment and the treatment received by other COVID patients in hospitals around the world depends on oil and gas. For example, virtually every part of a ventilator requires oil and gas. I've described in previous videos how basically all plastic comes from oil and gas, and with a ventilator, you've got the flexible plastic interface that contacts the patient's face to the plastic tubing that delivers oxygen to the patients, to the oil that lubricates the motor in the ventilator, to the electricity that's primarily generated by oil and natural gas that powers the motor in the ventilator. And by the way, also powers the lights and the air conditioning that allow doctors and nurses to effectively treat patients. Prior to modern ventilators, hospitals helped affected patients breathe using what is referred to as the iron lung. And it sounds like and looks like a torture device. So we can save more lives today with modern ventilators because utilizing oil and gas products makes them far more effective and efficient, far more comfortable for patients, and far more economic and easy to produce. So without ventilators and other hospital equipment that depend on oil and gas, hundreds of thousands of people who survived COVID might have died. And as I've discussed in previous videos, the equipment that protects the healthcare workers so that they can safely treat patients, like N95 masks, disposable gloves, face shields, and hand sanitizer, are also all made from oil and gas products. So those of us who support saving the planet and saving lives of people affected by COVID-19 should support companies that make life-saving equipment and devices possible. And oil and gas companies are an essential part of that process. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you again soon.